Welcome to the Science Hub Academy.
Today, we're going to start the physics of 10th class. Our first chapter is thermal physics. What is meant by thermal physics? Thermal physics is the branch of physics that deals with the study of heat, temperature, and how heat affects different substances. Basically, thermal physics involves the study of 1. How heat flows, 2. How the temperature of the substance changes, 3. How energy is transferred in the form of heat, 4. Thermal expansion in matter, change of state of matter. So, thermal physics is defined as branch of physics that deals with the study of heat, temperature, thermal expansion, thermal energy, and their effects on matter. What is the key difference between heat and temperature? Heat flows from a hotter object to the colder object, whereas temperature does not flow. Instead, it only measures the degree of hotness or coldness. Heat depends on the amount of substance. That's mass. But temperature does not depend on the amount of substance or mass. Heat is measured in joule or calorie, while temperature is measured in Kelvin, Celsius, and Fahrenheit. In a nutshell, heat is a form of energy that flows from hotter body towards the colder body, and temperature tells us how hot or cold an object is. For example, imagine you have a cup of boiling tea and a bucket of warm water. The tea has higher temperature, but the bucket contains more heat because it has much more amount of water.
What is thermal expansion? When a substance is heated, its particles gains kinetic energy and move vigorously and spread more, causing change in length, area, or volume of the substance. This is called thermal expansion. Conversely, there's also thermal contraction of matter. When a substance is cooled, its particles lose kinetic energy and move closer together, causing material to contract. This is termed as thermal contraction.
Why thermal expansion is caused? When a substance is heated, its temperature rises, its particles gains more kinetic energy, and due to enhanced kinetic energy, molecules moves faster, collide among themselves. After collision, spread more, and results in expansion. Thermal expansion in solids. When solids are heated, their molecules gain kinetic energy and move faster, and also collide among themselves. In this way, they spread more. That results in the expansion of solids. Types of thermal expansion in solids. There are 3 types of thermal expansion in solids: linear expansion, cubical or volume expansion, and superficial expansion. If the length of solids increases on heating, it is called linear expansion. If volume of solid increases, it is called volume expansion or cubical expansion. And if surface area of solid increases, then it is termed as superficial expansion.
Now, let's see in depth what is linear expansion in solids. As we know that according to definition, when a solid is heated, its length increases. This is termed as linear expansion. For example, railway tracks become longer in summer. Or a rod X has a length of 2 meters. On heating, its length increases by 2 millimeters. L is length of rod at temperature T. L naught is length of rod at temperature T naught. It has been observed that the change in length, delta L, of a solid is directly proportional to its L naught and the delta T. What does it mean? It means that imagine you have two rods of same material, rod A with original length 1 meter and rod B with original length 2 meter. Heat both rods on the same temperature. The increase in the length of rod B is 2 millimeter, and in rod A it is 1 millimeter. This is because original length of rod B is twice as long as rod A. This shows that the longer the original length of rod, the greater will be the increase in its length on heating if the temperature change is same for both rods. And if you take two rods of same length, let's say with 2 meter of original length, but heat them on different temperature, the increase in length will be higher on higher temperature.
Expression for linear expansion in solids. As we know that L0 is the original length at temperature T0, L is the increased length at temperature T. So, delta L equals L minus L0. Delta T equals T minus T0. Delta L is directly proportional to the L0 and delta T. Alpha equals delta L over L0 into delta T. Alpha is coefficient of linear expansion in solids and have different values for different solids. Since delta L is equal to L minus L0, so L minus L0 is equal to alpha into L0 delta T. Add L0 on both sides. On left-hand side, L0 is cancelled. And on right-hand side, L0 is taken common. So final expression becomes
Similarly, for cubical expansion, V0 is original volume at temperature T0. V is volume at temperature T. Delta V is directly proportional to the V0 and delta T. Delta V is equal to beta into V0 delta T. Beta is equal to delta V divided by V0 delta T. Beta is the coefficient for volume expansion in solids and have different values for different solids. Since delta V is equal to V minus V0, V minus V0 is equal to beta into V0 delta T. Adding V0 on both sides. On left-hand side, V0 is cancelled, and on right-hand side, it is taken common. So final expression for cubical expansion, V is equal to V0 into 1 plus beta into delta T.